largest cruise port in the Mediterranean, the fourth busiest in the world. I'm Tom from Cruising with the 4Bs, and welcome to our cruise port guide of Barcelona. 7 cruise terminals. This year, over 750 arrivals and departures from companies such as MSC, Royal Caribbean, Costa, Ada, and Virgin. Let's head from our base in southern England to the southern area of Spain and Barcelona. Most will arrive via aircraft to the airport. We advise to arrive the day before if you can. It saves less stress on the day, or even a few days before, to discover the city. Taxi is 35 to 40 euros. Staff on hand to advise you there's plenty of taxis available, or Uber is an alternative for a similar price. Aerobus. 10.20 is the return, 5.90 is the single. That takes you to various spots around the city. The main bus stop is the top of La Rambla. There is individual buses for terminals 1 and 2, so make sure you're on the correct bus. Also, you can pay on board. Train is another alternative. That again is 6 euros. And the one that we took to the airport is the metro. You'll need a couple of changes. It's around 45 minutes. It is 6 euros, and you will need an individual ticket. You can't use the package of 10 tickets that will be checked once you arrive at the airport. Let's head 11 miles, 22 minutes from the airport to the cruise area. The main area is the quay, which has terminals A to E. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But let's head to the World Trade Center. This is terminals north and south at the Trade Center, and this one is nearest to the city. It's served by smaller cruise ships and Virgin voyages throughout the summer. As you can see, it's close by La Rambla, Krasnus, which is the nearest metro station, and also the monument where taxis are available. Here is also where you can connect with the open top bus. We thought this was great. 80 euros for a 2-day pass. Connects you all around the city to the main attractions. You can hop on and off as much as you require. If you click in the right hand corner, you will see that we have done a top 10 attractions guide to Barcelona. Give it a click and take a look. Please consider subscribing. We have plenty of cruise content coming in 2023. You'll be the first to know about it. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. It really helps Cruising with the 4Bs out. We say thank you. This is where the open top bus departs, and also this is where you can connect with the cruise bus. The cruise bus serves terminals A to E. If it's a busy day in port, they'll have individual buses for each terminal, and there'll be staff on hand to advise you which bus to connect with. As you can see, terminals A is the first one you'll see, and on this day it was MSC Seaview in terminal A. MSC seem to use this terminal quite often. And then you go B, C. C on that day was Anthem of the Seas, which you'll see shortly. E, and then the final one furthest away from the city is E. Cruise bus, a single is 3 euros, a return is 4.50. You can use this bus as well if you're just arriving for the day into Barcelona. The buses will be situated outside the terminal, so just connect on the bus and that will take you to the area in front of the World Trade Center. Alternatively, you can walk it if you're feeling a little bit energetic. I'm not sure I would advise walking, but it is possible to be done. And also you can head on the taxis. There is plenty of taxis available. They'll have larger and smaller taxis, and once again there was staff on hand which can advise you and guide you into the taxis. There was a queue around about 10 minutes, but the queue seemed to go fairly quickly when we were in port. And also you can use Uber, but once again, just like the airports, we did find it hard to connect with a car. What's your experience has been of Uber in Barcelona? Please do let us know in the comments below. Then you arrive at the terminal. The bus stops are directly outside of the terminal. Take your bags over, and as always on cruises, you can drop off your bags, and the next time you see your bags will be outside your cabin later on. Make sure you do have the correct documentation for the cruise that you're heading on. Since COVID, documentation has changed what seems to be monthly, so make sure you do have the correct documentation and check beforehand. So it's check-in time as you head in. Inside the terminal, there is plenty of seating available if you require. We didn't require it. Actually, our check-in time from entering the terminal to heading on the ship was around 20 minutes, which in our book, it's a big thumbs up. It's check-in time, and then we were through a shop, which we found a little bit unusual for a cruise terminal. So if you have people in your family who enjoy a little bit of splurging, then make sure you go for a fast pace through the shop. And then it's up the escalator, Embarkation, and you're ready for your Mediterranean cruise to begin. In 2024, MSC will have its own terminal. They're building its own terminal used exclusively for MSC, so check that out in 2024. So that's our guide. If you have any hints or tips for Barcelona, please do let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and on screen shortly you will find there is a button to press if you'd like some more cruise content. Subscribe to our channel and press the video on the screen if you would like top 10 attractions in Barcelona. Only one last thing to say from us all, it's happy cruising.